Leeds is one of the most dynamic cities in the UK. With a thriving and expanding economy, the city goes from strength to strength, both as a place to live and a place to do business. Widely recognised as the region's main centre for business and the financial capital of the North, over the last 18 months, Leeds has received a string of accolades, which underline its position as one of the UK's leading cities. Voted the UK's favourite city in 2003 by Condé Nast The Traveller magazine, Leeds has also been named Britain's best city for business in a nationwide survey of major employers, ahead of 27 other UK cities. The survey, carried out by OMIS Research, is the largest and most comprehensive poll of location issues affecting the UK business community, accounting for around a third of all businesses and employment across the country. Welcome to Leeds, City of Enterprise.
For a lot of our international people which we are recruiting, they don't really have an idea about Leeds. And then of course when we bring them to Leeds, I think they are normally very much impressed and really think it's a great place to be. And as well they see, well, it's not like, I don't want to be bad about London, but it's not as expensive as London. You can live in the centre, you don't have a long commute, you can meet your friends in the evening without travelling 1 hour every day or so. So you really have a lot of the best of all worlds here in Leeds.
Leeds undoubtedly has received significant investment over recent years. The road connections are clearly evident. We benefit extensively from the A1-M1 link. The telecommunications into the region has also been significantly enhanced, and the rail network has also been improved.
In purely business terms, it's a great place to operate out of. You've got an airport that's good, you've got a motorway system where you're at the centre of the whole of the country, you've got a good rail network. There's a pool of skilled labour and people are down to earth, bright, on the ball in this area, so you can get things done. People stay here as well, and the facilities in the area are really great. You've got theatre, music, hundreds of clubs and restaurants. The social nightlife is terrific. The countryside around is beautiful. It's a marvellous place to live and work in.
Leeds is such a diverse city. We have manufacturing, we have technology, we have printing, we have textile, we have the financial sector, the legal sector, and I think that network of resources allows a business such as ourselves to kind of tap into them.
Leeds is a vibrant city. It's a major financial centre, and in my view the major financial centre outside of London. I think it's quite an exciting place to work actually, because having worked in the City of London, you get a bit of an adrenaline rush when you're in the major city and in working in that environment. You actually get that here in Leeds, but because you have the added benefit, you can have that in a working environment, but it's also a nice place to live.
Today, Leeds is the major employment provider for the Yorkshire and Humber region. Over the last 20 years, more jobs have been created in Leeds than in any major city outside London, and further growth is forecast. Cambridge Econometrics predict that around 28,000 jobs, 46% of the region's additional jobs, will be created in Leeds over the next 10 years. The success of Leeds hasn't come about simply by accident. Like other cities in the north, Leeds has suffered from the decline of traditional industries, such as textiles and heavy engineering. But the city has succeeded in reinventing itself, and the key ingredients of its success have been its people, strong business support networks, and the culture of enterprise that exists in the city. The people of Leeds have a can-do attitude, an attitude exemplified by the city's business community and its entrepreneurs.
I think Leeds has a real reputation for being a young, energetic city. A lot of young businesses, a lot of entrepreneurs are setting up, which just knock on. You know, it gives the city an energy that it's needed for a long time, and I think this is just the start of it.
There is a determination and a passion that I think is not as prevalent in the other cities that I've come across. There's a real desire within the city to try and prove ourselves.
There's a healthy and lively business atmosphere in Leeds, which has got to be good for any business wanting to set up or relocate here. I think the business culture in Leeds, and I think it's particularly evident in the media and communications sector, is one of being pioneering and innovative and also being brave, but driving growth with enthusiasm and new ideas.
Vibrant, energetic and entrepreneurial, and very exciting, and a great base to run an airline. Leeds gives a wonderful supporting base for us, with well-trained people, highly educated people, and people work hard here.
Looking at Leeds, it is an expanding city, which makes it very competitive. There are a lot of businesses in Leeds. Because there are a lot of businesses, certainly in printing, you have to be competitive, which drives you to be more innovative, which is good. You know, we don't sit back and wait for the business to come to us. You have to be that little bit more aggressive.
I think the business culture is getting more international here in Leeds. When you see a lot of new companies which came over, when you see a lot of change going on and a lot of interaction with other companies, I think it's fuller, brighter, more diverse. I think there are as well a lot of networks set up already in Leeds with different companies where you can get easy access to other companies and exchange information, benchmark and whatever, and that's a quite good climate for us.
I think it's very open in Leeds. I always look at business culture from two aspects. I think we have some of the best professional advisors in the city. We've got a very good set of lawyers and accountants and patent agents. And also PR and PA agencies in the city as well. So there's everything in the city that enables a company like ours to thrive and to survive.
2 world-class universities and strong business support networks are some of the key attractions of Leeds as a place to do business.
One of the main links we've had is with Business Link, which we originally consulted when the business started out 5 years ago. And they started by giving us some consultancy advice on where to go and how to get started, how to organise ourselves with the banking and all those aspects of starting a business. And then obviously they went on to provide much more support when we grew larger and got into recruitment. And recently they helped us a lot with our Investors in People, which we've recently achieved for the staff.
Yes, I mean, we've been involved with the Leeds Financial Services Initiative since the day we set up here. They've actually been quite helpful in terms of, in terms of networking. I've also been with them down to London to encourage any organisations that might be thinking about setting up into Leeds. So that was quite a good initiative. We've worked with the Leeds universities, particularly the Leeds Business School. We in fact sponsor one of their students, so the top finance and accounting student in year 1 will receive a bursary from the bank. They've also put placements of students into the bank, so we've taken students on a temporary basis to try and help them and them help us. And I think the partnership that we have is very good.
We actually develop new medicines for oncology, which is cancer treatments, and also some of the worst anti-infective problems in the UK, for example, MRSA. In my area, the world-leading scientists are actually based in the local university. They actually do provide lab facilities for us. We actually do pay for those, so there's a symbiotic relationship in the sense the university gets cash from the company and the company get excellent skills and excellent expertise from the university. It works extremely well.
The university's been great. They helped us from day one. They've got a program called Spark, which helps young people, students and postgraduates that want to start up in business, that have an idea, and they help by providing advice, helping you put together a business plan, and they've given us offices to work from. They've given us space and basic equipment to use as well. So they've kind of given a full circle of early startup advice and infrastructure, if you like, and pointed us in the right direction for more specialist things like legal advice and accountants. They've helped us with that.
I studied the public relations degree at Leeds Metropolitan University because it was quite entrepreneurial, the course, and the business school at LMU in general. They had an organisation called Business Startups at LMU, which if there was any undergraduates who are looking to set their own business up, this department as such would support you in terms of your business plan and just general working towards setting up your own business. So we found that that was very useful as well.
Leeds is a city with vision and ambition. Strong partnerships between the public and private sectors, forged through the Leeds Initiative, have played a crucial role in realising those ambitions.
We formed in 2003, and primarily we were looking to bring young, disaffected people into the media industries, film and video in particular. We're currently in talks with Education Leeds to develop what we call first shots across all the schools in Leeds. Now, this is a major 3-year commitment on behalf of Education Leeds and Aim Higher. We are going to have to go outside for more funding because obviously it's a very costly process. Our next big step is to approach one of the broadcasters and have them engage with what we're doing, because this is the next generation of technicians and talent. I think given that Leeds is a city of many parts, it's the ideal place for us, because we know that there are a lot of businesses here who are highly successful and want to put something back into the community. I think there's a real symbiotic relationship between business and what we do, which is termed social enterprise, but what I prefer to think of it is preparing young people for a life of work and enjoying their work, not just working to live.
An initiative was set up a couple of years ago between the Chamber of Commerce and Education Leeds, and it was dubbed Education Leeds Business Alliance, ELBA, and this was really a catalyst to encourage such links. And there's a menu of opportunities that businesses can get involved in. They could range from mentoring head teachers or senior staff, encouraging business people to become governors of local schools, encouraging work experience. So there's a whole range of opportunities, and increasingly Leeds businesses are taking up these opportunities. So partnership working is absolutely fundamental now to the whole way in which the city operates, and it's symbolised really in the Leeds Initiative, which is the partnership organisation for the city.
Leeds has developed a vision for the future. It is a vision of Leeds as an internationally competitive city, able to compete on a European stage. A vision which has the city's culture of enterprise at its heart. Leeds, City of Enterprise.